The carriers of the task force are bound to their supporting ships by the commander's will and a network of electromagnetic signals. The purely human bond is the logistics helicopter. Commander Donald Garrett.
As a log helo pilot, I see a great deal of Task Force 77. As a matter of fact, I think I see more of it than anybody else on a day-to-day basis. We fly from carrier to carrier and from ship to ship, all within Task Force 77. Some of our people out there they used to go for weeks, for months without mail. But one of the most important things to, I would say, the average sailor out there now, when it comes to the log helo, is the daily mail. The ships that we live on out here come and go, however we stay. You might say we're nomads of the Tonkin Gulf. We are the only airline that I know of that has to deliver people to their destination while we're still flying. And we get to see them all. We get to know their personalities. And the ships do have personalities, just like people.
The log helo gives a little and takes a little. Refueling on the fly makes every little ship a filling station in the China Sea. The landing pad on USS Stanley is at the very tip of the task force's perimeter, more than 100 miles north of Kitty Hawk. Stanley, a 3-year-old frigate, is the picket ship, the task force's advance warning ship and advance guard. Captain William M.A. Green commands.
Just about a week ago, Ernie and I had a little incident where we had a double engine flame out. We had to eject from the aircraft. We were about halfway down to Da Nang. We had another F4 on our wing. Of course, he was right there to make all the radio broadcasts. We were in the parachutes, and we hit the water, and one of the first things I did was to pull out my little personal survival radius. As soon as we got in the water, I was in full contact with the other aircraft at all times. Just to prove how quick these people did work and how well their teamwork was, we were in the water. From the time we jumped out of the airplane to the time we were on board the helicopter on our way to the USS Hornet, it was a total of, I'd figure, less than 25 minutes.
As the days turn into months, it is easy to forget the perils of the sea. A man coming too close to a jet exhaust has been blown over the side. 5,000 shipmates wait, each suddenly aware of his own mortality. Here is the young sailor saved from the sea.
When I was falling, I didn't have much time to think trivial thoughts. As the ship went past me, I was spotted by one of the watches, and a smoke pot was thrown in the water. I was only in the water for about 10 minutes after the fantail of the ship passed me, when a motor whaleboat off the USS Robinson picked me up. Came back on board the ship, landed in the helo that picked me up off the destroyer. I looked out the door. The first thing I saw was all of the CAT crew that the CAT officer would let come over, the men that weren't actually involved in a launch at the time. It was a real good feeling to know that so many of my friends had turned out to see me come back on the ship.